Hey, how you doing? My name is Nay. For those who know me and those who don't, I ask that the Lord blesses my tongue as I tell you guys this, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. This is August 25th, 2018 on a Saturday. It says, I'm walking into my mom's house. I see my sister and another sister in the living room on the couch. They're doing something with their nails, maybe painting them. I see red and maybe black, but I'm not sure on whose hand or if it's a fake hand. Now my sister tells me how much she misses me and she gets up and goes to the kitchen. I follow. Now she may be behind me or not, I'm not sure. She tells me about the fridge being messed up or broken and water spilling or leaking out in the kitchen and starts to slide on the wet tile on the floor mixed with broken glass. So I feel the glass underneath my feet, but I'm trying to be careful so not to step on the glass and cut myself or fall. I almost fall. So I grab a hold of the counter to keep from falling. I look up to see the dining room table, and the table is glass. So I feel the glass came from the table because it's broken, but there are shoes under a chair. So I now walk without cutting my feet. So the glass table, the top is glass and it's broken. So I move from the table to the kitchen counter behind me. My mom grabs a broom and starts sweeping up the glass and the mess by the big trash bags on the floor. But the bags are underneath something. Now, my mom's boyfriend, he walks in and he tells my mom something. He says something to my mom. Well, he walks in and my mom tells him, stay back unless you want to help clean it up. She moves the wooden dining room table, and then there's a large piece of glass on the wooden table. I focus on the glass. Now, I'm not sure why the glass was important, but I went ahead and warned my mom about the glass or whatever and told her, something about the glass and something about her refrigerator being broken. Come to find out, my mom's refrigerator is broken. Okay, there it is. It was broken. So that's where the leaking, and God was telling me something's wrong with the refrigerator. It's broken. It's leaking water or something. My mom's refrigerator was, in fact, broken. And still is off and on, even though she has money to buy her another one she's doing. But it's broken. And my mom's cheap. She's a hoarder, but she's a cheap hoarder. But she got way, way more than enough, okay? All right. So she moves the wooden dining room table, and there's a large piece of glass underneath the wooden table. I focus on the glass, so something about the glass. Excuse me, I'm not really sure what it is about the glass, but I told my mom something about the table and glass, and she told me okay, because the only table I noticed in her house that is of glass is the dining room table. No, not the dining room table, the table in the living room. So I told her to be careful with that table. All right, so I have to get out of the way so that I exit the sliding door in the kitchen that leads to the outside of the house and enters into another sliding door. Now I'm in another kitchen in the house. But now this kitchen is smaller. Now my sister is sitting at the counter, and I'm surprised that my mom has another kitchen or another dining room area and another fridge in here as well. The fridge is completely different. Is a completely different model refrigerator. I look through the window or the sliding glass door. So I look to my left to see a handsome, bright-skinned guy. I want to see him again and maybe even talk to him. So I guess something about this guy. In another dining room. Something about this guy. So I walk into what looks like a living room, and there's people everywhere, like a gathering. And someone, maybe my sister said something to me about going to the family reunion. I say no, I'm not going, but my sister's going, and all the people that are here are going too. Now, I'm not sure if that's about God saying something about the gathering. I think it has to do with the gathering because toward the end of this, it was a freaking gathering. But it wasn't all perfect. If you guys have already seen my other videos regarding it, okay? Also at this time, my family was having a family reunion that I was not going to, but my family was having a family reunion. I hadn't been to the family reunion with them in a long time. Okay, it says now I'm in the third or the fourth living rooms. Now I'm in one of the three or four living rooms that I've seen, but close to the kitchen. I think my mom is talking to me about the family reunion. I want to see my favorite cousin, Corey. Corey. Now I get it. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. The reason why I said Corey and now I get it because God was showing me something about him maybe a month ago or a couple of weeks or maybe a month or so ago. And I left a message for him about it. But anyway, I want to see my favorite cousin. My mom goes into the kitchen with someone and they're close to one another. And they're close to one another and laughing. So it may be my cousin Corey, I'm not sure. So I call Corey's name, but he keeps walking. So I feel I need shoes. So I go into one of the living rooms to see the shoes, but I can't find a match to the sliding shoes that I want to put on. So I put on one of the sliding shoes and one of my mom's slide-in high heels. I'm in the living room now, and I think I see Crystal, which is Corey's sister, another cousin of mine. I think I see Crystal, but I'm not sure. I'm calling for Corey, but he stands up and asks about the family reunion. I'm not sure, but I know I want to go because I see Corey. I want to go because I want to see Corey. I need to see Corey. So I tell him about my shoes not matching and that I want to show off all the weight that I've gained to all the people. Corey and Crystal look at each other and make a face. And then look back at me like I hadn't gained any weight. Okay. So I try to ignore their look because I gained weight. So I walk out of the living room. Now the reason why God put that there for me is because I've always been like super itty bitty. And forever, since I was 13 and I'm 30 something now, I've always been 120 pounds, no more than 120 pounds, stood and stuck at 120 no matter what, because my metabolism is high. So I gained weight in this past couple of months, 6 months maybe, in about 6-7 months, I don't know. So I'm at 160 pounds. This is the biggest I've ever been in my whole life, but I slowed my metabolism down so that I could gain weight. Like you guys, when I did my videos, you would only see like from here up or whatnot. From here up, but you never seen how small I really was. So with that being said, yeah, I went from 120 to 160 pounds. But from my height, I'm 5'8". I'm trying to get like, I want to see what 200 look like on me. Because I'm already tall. And I'm slim. I mean, it's a little weight. A little fluff ain't never hurt nobody. Okay. So now I see my mom saying something about the family flying and not riding the bus. So I walk into the kitchen. Now, don't ride the bus, fly. Okay, that part I already get it. God says don't ride the bus, fly. Okay. Now I'm outside and it looks like another feast, but I can't believe that so many people are here and there's so much food. I walk around looking at all the people in different areas. I see my cousin Muffin, but I'm not sure if it's her. So I walk to the right and see someone else that I know. Now, I see someone else that I know. Her name is odd. It's a boy's name, maybe Michael. It's odd for a girl's name. And I think that it's odd for a girl's name. So she says that she's been looking for me. So we walk around for a little while. She has a beautiful dress on. It's like a dress-up dress, you know. A group of girls walk up to her talking about a dinner date that they all have together. And then they all go and sit down at a table and wait for the girl, Michael, that's with me. We continue to walk around and talk. We walk to the table with her friends. We walk to the table where her friends are, which is the table that she was originally at. And she tells me that we have to catch up. I tell her I'm on Facebook and may have told her that my Facebook name is. So she sits at the table with me and her friends. So she sits at the table with her friends. I want to go with them, but I'm not sure if I did or if I didn't. So I walk around looking at the people and my family. I see many buses getting ready to leave. People are getting on the buses. And I felt that I should get on too, but I don't. I just keep walking around. I'm not sure why I feel like I should get on the bus. I guess God is telling me it's my choice to stay behind. And honestly, it is, because God keeps telling me it's time for me to go. I'm not ready. I just tell him I'm not ready. But he keeps telling me it's time for me to go and my group is leaving. I need to follow my group. I'm not ready to get. And I know some of y'all thinking, well, when it's your time to go, it's your time to go. You can't tell God no. I don't think y'all paying attention. I am my father's problem child. That first and foremost. He is telling me it's time for me to get ready and go, but he's telling me there's something else I got to do. And I'm telling him I'm not ready. I don't want to go till I'm old and gray. And my plan is to die in my sleep when I'm old and gray. When I'm old and gray, I want to see my children grow up. I want to be there when my children have their children. I want their children to meet me and say my granny loved me so much. And she always gave me kisses and hugs and told me good night. She loved me and she'll see me in the morning or she'll see me later. I want that. I want my grandbabies to know exactly who I am. I don't want them to listen to just my kids and be like, okay, that's your grandma. And they'll be like, oh, okay, I don't remember her. No, you gonna know this granny. You gonna be like, yeah, my grandma was crazy because we used to go to do all this stuff. My granny used to do this. My granny, I want that. You know, I'm just not ready. And I tell God that all the time. I mean, but when that time comes, if he say he ain't gonna allow me to make it some old and gray and die in my sleep, then, you know, it is what it is. But I'm hoping for the best and praying for the best. So, okay. So I look towards the buses and I look toward the buses and they are gone now. Not sure where they went, but they're gone. So I keep walking and I see a hearse parked in the middle of the people in this place, and they're getting the casket out, but it's not open. They didn't open it. So to my left, I see a table. With food on it. They moved the food to make room for the casket on the table. I try not to look because I don't want to see a body inside of it. So I keep walking. Now I'm outside of a church building and I'm walking around. I cross the street to get to the other side of the street. There are many people standing outside of the church arguing. Some are throwing chairs and all the people start a riot. So I watch and try to stay out the way. So I walk around the corner and now I'm in a place or an area that I know that I shouldn't be. Now there are many Mexican people. I tell them a man is trying to get me. A man steps forward and wants to help me from the group of people that I just walked from. Now this group of people that I just walked into, but he's trying to protect me from the group of people with him, basically. Okay. Now, but he is also part of the group of the people. So he sits me down on the steps and he may have given me food. I'm not sure. So I know that this group of people don't like other people in their area, and they kill or try to kill people who enter their area. So because I ran into them before. They had blades, knives, and machetes, etc. A second guy from the group talks to the man helping me, and he talks to him about me and not letting the others find or see me or kill me. But he don't really want me there either. But he's trying to protect me. Well, he's trying to protect the other guy that's trying to protect me. Okay, the first guy's trying to protect me and he wants me safe, but he's also a part of that group. The second guy is trying to protect the first guy, but he don't want me there. Okay, that's how that works. And they're all from that group, that MS-15, MS-14, whatever that group is, that's where they're from. Okay. So I get up and go around the corner and there's something that looks like a pool, but it may not be. I either fall or jump into the water. At this time, I realized that I'm not me, but I'm now a white girl. Now I see a guy that was trying to help me, and another guy, and the other guy that was trying to help also. Now they're trying to decide if they should jump in the water and help me. I look to my left, then I turn around to see me. I look to my left to turn around and see me, the white girl. I see me, the white girl, okay? But I'm out of the water. Me, that's actually there, I'm standing in the water. But God showed me out of the water. The white girl that was on the side of the pool was me too, and she was out of water. So God was telling me I'm in the place of this white girl, okay? I stand in her shoes. I stand in her place. Okay. Now she's out of the water on the side of the pool and not breathing. So the two guys are talking, trying to figure out how I got into the water in the first place. Now it may not be a pool, but a small body of water with a insulation vent at the very bottom of the water. This is what the guys are talking about. And I hear them say they think that I may have been sucked to the bottom of the water by the vent. Now I'm back in the water and I'm coughing almost as if I'm choking on water. Now I'm on solid ground and the guys are rushing somewhere. I see them going to the side of a white building. The girls in their group are not to go with the men, but they are to stay here where they are. So I go around the building to see a van that has many boxes in the back of the van. I want a closer look, so I walk to the van. Now the many boxes are moving, and under the boxes are many girls covered up by many boxes, and only a few men inside of the back of the van with the girls and the boxes. I couldn't see anything but the legs of the girl spread wide open, and I see the top half of the guy's body. So I see the lower half of the girl's body and the top half of the man's body, okay? As the other guys get into the van. So everything is covered by boxes except gapped open legs of the girls, and the guy's lower half of the body is covered by boxes. So on the top half is visible. So the men are having sex or raping the girls in the back of the van and telling them to be quiet or shut up. Now as the boxes are moving from the guys raping or having sex with the girls, now all of a sudden I'm inside of an apartment or maybe a house. I'm sitting at a table with others, maybe from the group, I'm not sure. They're trying to feed me. It's one guy and maybe one or two other females with me at this table. They give me something to eat that looks like large bugs or beetles. Whatever it is, it has many pretty colors, light colors. So I think maybe it's candy, but they start to move and blow up like someone stuck something or a pin inside of them. And the inside of them starts to ooze out. So I look around the table and the people are eating. They're eating, you know. And I say something, I think to the guy, I think the guy told me that. I think he told me that that's all they have to eat. And for me to eat it. But he was going to look and see if there was anything else for me to eat. So I look back at my plate with the large oozing colorful bug, and my focus and my attention stays here. I watch the oozing bug. Okay, so let me go ahead and start this. Okay, basically it was a situation with my family and the family reunion. I knew there was a family reunion coming up. I didn't know when, but when I talked to my mom, it was in fact a family reunion. Now the focus is on my cousin Corey and his sister Crystal. I'm not sure why, but I know it's something that I need to talk to my cousin Corey about. Now, I had something else maybe a couple of weeks to a month ago, and I tried to get in touch with him on Facebook. Now the thing with this is, Corey is always where he's able to be found. At this moment, I can't find him. I seen something about him. God showed me something about him. So I need to find Corey because God is focusing me on Corey. He's my favorite big boy cousin. He's like 6'6", 6'7", 6 foot something. 6'6". You know, I go to his waist. So, and I'm 5'8". So I know something going on with him. So when I seen him and his sister Crystal, I know something's going on with both of them there. I know something there. At first I thought it was just I need to go to the family reunion to see him, but I wasn't really sure of why. Because he lives like 30 minutes away from me in Fort Worth. I live in Arlington. He lives in Fort Worth. But now since I'm going back, because I had forgot all about this one. Now since I'm going back and noticing that, yeah, God showed me Corey and his sister here, and that I need to see Corey. He was telling me I need to see Corey there. And then when he showed me Corey a couple of weeks ago, I know something's going on with them. I know I got to get in touch with them. I know that. And normally when I send him a message or reach out to him, he reaches back immediately. This time I haven't heard anything, so I know something's going on. So I'm just going to go through the family and try to find my big boy cousin. So the next place, it seemed like a gathering with food and whatnot. I'm not sure about the caskets, but it has something to do with death. Death. In the middle of the gathering are all the people that were gathered in a feast or whatever. I'm not sure where the casket came from. I'm not sure why I was there. But I know people were getting on the buses to leave. They were getting ready to leave. It was time for them to go. And God wanted me on it too. But I chose not to go. Okay, now the church, with all the wickedness at the church, people are doing bad things. They know they shouldn't be doing it at the church, period, point blank. From there, God was talking to me, dealing with me with the MS-15. He was showing me that group of people. There's two guys in the whole group that's different from the other. Okay, one guy, both of them is still in a group, in that bad group that cut people, kill people, and all that other stuff when people enter their area. Now, one of these guys is a really good guy. He wants to help the women. He wants to help. The other guy, he doesn't really care about helping the girl. His mind frame is he's trying to help the guy not to get caught helping the girl, because I guess the guy's important to him. I'm not sure how. Now this girl, she just kind of stumbled up on the group and she needed help, and the guy decided to help her. I'm not sure if that's about, it's just if the pool is a regular pool or if it's some type of body of water, but I do know that it has an installation system at the bottom of the water that sucked the girl in. This girl is not a black girl, not a Mexican girl. She's a white girl. This girl needs help. She's a white girl, okay? Now, I guess at some moment or some point she may have drowned, because I seen her on the side of the water. She wasn't breathing. Outside of the pool, she wasn't breathing. And then all of a sudden she was breathing again. So I guess God blessed her to survive. And from there, seeing the guys getting into the van and whatnot. Okay, now let me explain this. This van that these MS-15, MR-15, or whoever these people are, this gang has, what they do is they take girls, they rape these girls. And I guess covering them with boxes, everything except for the bottom half of their body. They're hiding them, or maybe God said they're hiding their identity. I'm not sure. Don't quote me, but that's kind of what I'm getting, as if they're hiding their identity, because I wasn't able to see their faces. All I seen was their legs being gapped up, and these guys were either having sex with these girls or raping these girls. I take that they were raping these girls. Okay, and the boxes were moving. Something about being hidden. Something about the boxes, I'm not sure. From there, something about the bugs. I'm not sure about the bugs. The bugs were big bugs, like beetles or huge. These was not regular bugs, like little bugs. These were freaking big bugs like this, and they swole up. I mean, they swole up. And when they swole up, the stuff oozed out of them or whatever. I'm not sure about eating the bugs, or I'm not sure how to get that or whatever. But yeah, something about that. And honestly, I don't want to watch the news to find out. Death, the casket, death. I know the casket represents death, but I'm not sure why I was there with the face, with the people, with all the food. They were putting the casket up on the table with all the food. So I'm not sure, but hey, I am open to suggestions. I really am. This was easier the first time I did it and I put everything out or whatever. But I know God wants this out, so I have to do it. And God don't make no mistakes. So the reason why all this stuff was deleted is because I tried to restart the videos and put them in little boxes to separate them so it'd be easier for you guys. But God don't make no mistakes, because it deleted everything. So if it deleted everything, that's because it was supposed to be deleted. And God wanted it that way for me to start again. Probably because I put everybody's information on here, because I didn't know how to deal with everything, so I ended up putting everybody's information up on here. So I don't know what I'm gonna call this one, but it's a little bit of everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and this one and maybe go to and do another one or two more because my phone is finna die. So I'm gonna do a couple of more, maybe one or two more, and then I'm going to end for the night and put my phone on the charger. If I don't end just for the night, I will start again after my phone builds right on up.